G'day my TBI family, let me take your brain to another dimension. This is ROO, and today I want to talk about people that don't know themselves have this ungodly need to be validated, right? And I'm talking from first-hand experience. I needed my brain injury to be validated because I didn't look like I had a severe brain injury. I looked, pretty good for having a severe brain injury, aside from physical deficits. I needed love by family to feel validated, right? I needed a girl to show me love to feel validated. I needed my mates' love to make me feel validated. Let's take it back even further. Even growing up a surfie, I used to wear the clothes and the billabong and all that shit. And I liked it, but then a lot of it was I needed to be validated to be a surfer unless I wasn't validated unless I was wearing billabong or Quicksilver or Stussy, whatever. How fucking stupid and lame is that? I mean, this is a system at its finest right there, right? I couldn't give a fuck, man, because now I just rock whatever and I surf. I know I surf. I don't need some fucking punk bitch to fucking make me or try and validate me or invalidate me because I'm not wearing the brands, right? But people are like that, and it's very scary because they don't know themselves and they don't know their worth. And, this is obviously a recurring topic on my platform, to know thyself, right? It is absolutely essential that you know thyself, that you know yourself, your likes, your dislikes, what you will accept, what you won't accept, right? Right down to what you eat, what you don't eat, what are your perspectives, what are your values, what do you value, what don't you value? I mean, it goes so deep, and it's you can't just skim across know thyself. It goes into a plethora of different layers, right? But if you don't know yourself, you will be out for validation all the time. Your girls will be dressing skimpy to get validated by men or whatever. Guys will need to make money and wear nice clothes and drive a nice car to be validated by women, right? All this bullshit. It's because we've been programmed since we came out of the womb by, unbeknownst from our parents, from our family, from our politics, from our religion, from our music, from our fashion, everywhere. We are just fed this external, that we need something external to validate ourselves, right? We need to make X amount of money. We need to take X amount of holidays. We need to travel the world and go hang wherever, right? We need to barrack for a certain footy team because we live in a certain area and we don't want to be invalidated. So to transcend this, you really need to know yourself, and you need to know that you are enough. And you don't need people's validation. And it's a waste of time and it's a waste of energy. Just from an energy standpoint, that's so draining because you can be using that energy for better things, for a higher potential. Instead, you're running through these mental processes about why people aren't validating you. Why? Because you don't have the money, or you don't look the way you should look, or you don't have the body you should have, or you don't look normal and your brain injury makes you look like a freak, or act like a freak, and act like a freak, or act like a freak, right? And it's a very hard thing, man, because you literally have to go to war with reality, and they don't tell you this stuff. You are really going to war with your reality until you can transcend and go past a certain point where your reality starts changing. But most people give up right before the point where the reality will start changing. Like I felt like I was going nowhere. Like year 4, I was like, holy fuck, I'm going nowhere. I'm tired, I just want to give up. But I kept pushing through no matter how many setbacks. And I kept pushing through, and all of a sudden my reality started changing and mirroring my thoughts of how I knew myself, right? And then all of a sudden my validation started decreasing, and wanting to get validated by this person or that person or this family member or that girl over there, right? Stop dropping. And mind you, honestly, there are times now to this day, even as I speak this into this camera, there are times where I catch myself having the need to be validated by someone else. You know, and that sucks, because I know I really well aware of the feeling that I've gone through the last month, and having the need to be validated by an incident which I'll no doubt let you guys know more and more about. But to be validated, I felt dismissed and invalidated. And it sucks, and it just took me through to when I was trying to validate everything in my life. Now I'm probably at a solid 80%, 90% maybe. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is hard, man. You've got to rewire yourself and your psyche. This is not, and I keep saying it, the system sells you bullshit. The system will tell you bullshit. The system will tell you a whole bunch of motherfucking lies sprinkled with truth. So then you hear that truth and you'll think the whole thing that they've said is true. It's not. This takes huge effort, I'm not gonna lie. Not many people are willing to put in the effort. But I can't sell bullshit. I can't sell you shit that's not going to work for the sake of selling. No, I'm not selling anything, but it's selling you on validation. I'm not going to tell you that you can easily do it, like a lot of people on YouTube and whatnot talking like this shit is easy, like everyone should be doing it. Oh, they're just portraying an image and going for the hard sell. But yeah, this is life, man. Depends on how brainwashed, and that's the only term I can use, you have been, or how old you are, and how much of life you've seen and experienced. So I'm 44 years old, so I've got programming up the yin-yang, and I was pretty open-minded, I thought, growing up. I left school early, year 12. I did what I did because I was a stubborn motherfucker, but I thought amongst my friends and all that, I was the most open-minded. But now, 14 plus years later, from this brain injury, I'm like, I knew nothing. Nothing. This is a matrix, guys. And you've got to unravel a whole bunch of shit, and then not only that, it's just different areas like your self-worth, your belief systems, your identity, your mindset, everything is, there's so many different aspects to it. But knowing yourself allows you to have to feel less validated. You're not looking for that validation that you were once looking for. And I'm like that in terms of my family. I don't have to be validated anymore with that. Will we talk again? Yeah, probably. They're my family. However, not until they come 50%. Right? Like I said, there are some things where I feel like I need validation in the female department, dealing with that frequency just recently. Having the need to not feel dismissed and not feel, I just felt dismissed, and I needed to feel validated. But why? She's probably got her own issues that I don't even know about, and I'm reading into things. And why do I need to feel motherfucking validated? I'm sure of myself. I'm sure of who I am right now, and I've never been sure of who I am my whole life. But I'm damn motherfucking sure now. And I'm only getting more sure as time goes by. So you really need to know thyself and get out of this need to feel like you need to be validated. You need to go within and you need to validate yourself. You need to put all that trust that you're giving to external people and to give you that validation back, and you need to give it to yourself instead of looking for an external validation that 9 times out of 10 these motherfuckers are putting on a front anyways, dude. So what makes their validation a strong point? You're only seeing it from such a one dimension. But whereas you can put that back into yourself and validate yourself. So use it as a tool to get validated by yourself. And I don't mean all this superficial bullshit. I'm talking about you need to find a way to see that, you've fucked up, you've made mistakes, but you're a good person. You've done great things. You don't need to validate anything to anyone. You need to find that validation within yourself, and you need to go strong and move forward powerfully in the world. The way I move now is I want to look at people eye to eye. I don't want to look up to anybody, and I'm sure as fuck not going to look down at anybody. Eye to eye. And if you can't give me that eye to eye shit, and you want to put me on, you're going to get up on your pedestal and look down at me, fuck you. And I don't want you to put me on a pedestal. I'm just doing me, man. I'm just fucking doing me. I'm not looking for any validation for you to put me on a fucking pedestal. Right? And I don't want to look at you looking down. I don't want to look down at you. And that's the way I move. Not to say that I'm 100%, but that's what I'm working towards, constantly and striving for every day. So the moment I started knowing myself, and believe me, it's taken many years, without knowing that's what I needed to do. I'm telling you now what you should be looking out for, because it's going to save a shitload of time, guys. If you, like someone said this to me, what I'm telling you now, I'd have saved, at least 7 years, right, of wasted energy of trying to go on a hamster wheel and figure this shit out. I can guarantee you will 99.9%, I am that confident that you will not find anybody in the traumatic brain injury niche talking about knowing thyself. And if they are, they're a fucking very minute percentage. And this is vital to your healing. Just like my other video about setting boundaries. This is actually a step above setting boundaries, because to be able to set boundaries, you need to know thyself. And knowing thyself means that less and less you will need that external validation. And more you will have the energy to expand. Guys, I hope this has helped. I hope this has illuminated your path somewhat. Please like, share, subscribe. You've been rude. This is ROO I am. I'll see you mañana.